Hello, this is the introduction to the video. Um, that's it. That's what it is. That's me stating what it is, and then that's it. Now the introduction is over. The introductions kind of lasts through the whole waiting for the game to start, but I don't know. I wa- I watched a Boogie 2988 video, I think, and I think of most YouTubers I've seen, he just that video in particular, I think is mostly what he does, and he is most similar to me. I think of everyone I've seen, he the type of videos he makes are most similar to mine from everyone else I've seen. Um, and I've always said that there are people who inspire me to do the things the way I do them. It just happens that it's a very easy and simple thing, but the way we do them is very similar in that he just sits down and it's all one take. It's one take, and he just rambles and he just talks about this one thing just throughout it. But the difference here is that he usually, I think he usually has an idea of what he's talking about beforehand, and I don't. I may have some idea based on some things that I saw, or if I want to say something about something that happened. And excuse me, I wanted to sip my beverage
Is
there.
anyone there?
Huh. I'm wearing my watch. That shouldn't happen. That happened though. That is my notification. It is from the song fuck Sad Machine by Porter Robinson, but that particular soundbite comes from an edit uh by DJ Equalize, or Equalize. I never quite figured that one out. And I just prefer his version so much. And there's a part in the song that's just that, and I was like, you know what, that would make a pretty good notification. So I set that to my notification. My brother heard it randomly when I had my phone set out, and he was like, "The fuck is that?" I think it. He said it startled him actually because I wasn't there. I was at my dad's house, and I was downstairs, and my phone was upstairs uploading something, and then he yells downstairs. He's like, "Is anyone there?" And I'm like, "Oh, he wants me to check my phone." That's what happened. I almost didn't recognize it at first because that notification plays very, very rarely. That notification only plays if my watch is not connected to the phone. And my watch is not connected to the phone if it's charging, which it was a few seconds ago, so I guess it didn't take well, no, actually, it's connected. It's just weird in that it. I think something changed in the system where the phone is actually super smart and cool and knows if the watch is charging, then you won't notice the watch notification, so it turns back the sound notification. But if you're getting notifications on your watch, there's a setting to where it turns off on the phone, and that's usually what happens. It just, I don't know, it didn't happen that time. So yesterday I made a I made I don't know. I did one of my favorite things, and I just complained about something. Uh, but as it turns out, that complaint doesn't matter anymore. I almost immediately solved the problem because I thought of a solution and it worked. All I had to do was go into the settings of the Wii U settings, or the browser settings or whatever, and clear all the cookies, and the problem was fixed. That's it. The whole problem, right, fixed like that. Oh man, it had been a very long time since I gotten that emotional. Maybe I was looking for some sort of excuse, and it was something that had bothered me. But the problem was very easily fixed. So that's that. But yeah, Boogie 2988, I believe is that. And what I watched was his most recent video in response to Casey Neistat's most recent video. And I never gave much of a shit about Casey Neistat. I think he's pretty awesome. I just don't watch his videos. But I think because I watched a Nerdwriter video about how good Casey Neistat's videos were, when I saw this Casey Neistat video on the trending as like a top 3, and it was discussing current American politics, I went and I gave that one a watch because it was like 3 minutes, and then YouTube recommended me Boogie2988's response to that video because YouTube is smart and it knows what videos I want to watch. So it recommended that I watch that, and I was like, okay, I'll see what this guy, who I know of, who people have talked about before. I know a little bit about him. So I watched his response to that video, and my response to the whole thing is non-existent almost. I think I said once, I believe I said it in the another channel introduction. What is that, like 94 or something? Maybe 93. I said, because I mentioned that I don't really talk about politics, and I don't. But I said that Donald Trump is an idiot and Hillary Clinton is a liar. So I don't like either of them. And I'm not of the legal age to vote, so why the fuck does my opinion matter? But Boogie definitely brought on some points of throughout. I mean, like a lot of presidential elections, especially recently, have been which candidate will ruin things less than the other person, and it's especially this election, which is why, I don't want to talk about it because it's all just all I can do is say bad things about both of these people. That's all I can do, and I don't want to do that, and I don't like to do that, and I have no reason to do that because I don't know these people very well. I just know what they've done, and I know that I don't want them to be, I don't want them to be president. But again, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm fucking 17, so there's, what, I got like one more year, I believe. Yeah, in a year I can register to vote, and then I can give a shit. But for now, yeah, there's nothing I can do, and I'm just gonna be stuck with whatever decision America happens to make. I can hope and pray that we end up with one of the third parties that are good, because the whole two-party system is ridiculous, and maybe, just maybe, we can at least see, like Boogie mentioned it, like we can see a spike in third-party votes this time around, because just the two candidates are atrocious. But CGB Grey once, I don't remember which video, but he was talking about voting. I think it was probably a video on First Past the Post. But he was talking about how voting for a third party is counterintuitive because so little people will vote for a third party that it's not ever going to mean anything. So what you're actually doing is you're taking your vote away from the one that you would still prefer out of the two that have the chance of winning. But I mean, in this scenario, it's still there, Most people aren't going to give a shit about the third parties. Like, if I had more influence, then I would definitely advocate for the third party. And I'm doing it now, but the amount of people watching this who are Americans, who are registered voters, is probably very low and possibly non-existent. So my point of even bringing this up is pointless. It's like, I don't need to talk about politics because my audience and me personally, I can assume my audience doesn't care, because of how just the younger audience that I'm bound to have, and the generation that we live in, and the type of people who would be interested in this game, and also the amount of people who are completely foreign, just means that it doesn't matter. Nobody's asked me what I think, but that's what I think. It's dumb and it's crazy, and politics is boring as hell, unless you're watching fucking Veep or House of Cards. Then politics is interesting in that scenario, but it's more about the characters and what they do than the politics. I think Veep is actually really cool. I haven't seen Veep. I just know parts about it, and I've heard that like it does it in such a way where it's never obvious what party they are. It's just like it's just about like I don't, again it's about the people and what they're doing and things like that. But they're oh, I don't see Veep. I can't talk for Veep. House of Cards is completely different. In House of Cards, they are Democrats or Republicans. I forget which one he is because I don't care. I don't actually care about the politics in House of Cards. I watch House of Cards because there's a really, really awesome character that I like to see do awesome things. Like, even if I don't understand what he's doing, I understand that it's like sinister or in some ways there's like a lot of backstabbing and like just crazy shit happen. It's a great drama. It's a political drama, but the politics don't matter. I don't remember any of the I honestly don't remember whether he's Democrat or Republican. I just don't. I straight up don't, because it's just not important to the story. So yeah, I don't care much for politics, and I don't need to discuss it. It's just, it's on the brain right now, and I thought I'd get it out there because, Casey Neistat's got that video trending. But yeah, I might give one of his videos a try, because the Nerd Writer really fucking really painted that guy in a great light, and so did Boogie. Boogie talked about Casey Neistat is one of the best YouTube creators out there, and it's probably true. I mean, he's very popular, but I don't know. I don't know. I like to watch the YouTube drama videos, and YouTube recommends them to me. So I saw a video talking about Grade A Under A, and his weird sort of fall, and just like how we treat him, even though he's kind of not the best person. And I don't know. In weird ways, I'm very similar to Grade A Under A. But I don't know. I think like he the way he does his videos, and the video I saw, I don't remember who made it. I wish I did. I could check if I don't know if people are curious, which they probably aren't, but this video described how like he presents himself as this character that over exaggerates everything and just freaks out and yells a lot and blah blah blah. But when you analyze how he acts outside of his videos, and even like how he approaches serious topics, it's less a character and more just almost an insane person, and it's a little scary, honestly. With the amount of power and audience that he has, because he's just like, he just briefly ran through his Reddit posts and comment responses and stuff like that, and just like he's just a really mean person to his fans in a lot of scenarios, and I don't know, I'm kind of similar. I'm not the nicest person, and I know I'm not the nicest person, but I know to not be mean without reason. If I'm given no reason, and if I have like, I don't know, maybe if I've had a bad day, I might say something a little cruel, but I only say mean things to people I know can handle it, or to people I really don't like. If it's a good friend of mine who's used to me as a person, then I might insult them every now and then if I'm having a bad day. And that, that's not the best thing in the world. It's not a great trait to have, but it's a pretty fun release. But I know I'm not the nicest person, but the way this guy, looked at Grade A Under A, it's really, I don't know. He brought up a lot of great points, and like he looked at Grade's sort of his analysis style, because when Grade does like these exposed videos and these drama videos, which he did a lot of. I mean, his early shit is great. It's just great fun entertainment, and that's all it is. And it's it's brilliant. It's funny stuff. But when he like he tries to make these videos where he's looking at other people and trying to like pick out what makes them wrong or bad people, he does these very, very grade school tactics where he just like picks out one moment where they're being like a little bit ridiculous or something, or just acting a little silly, and he decides that their opinion is immediately 100% void. And you know, like I think about that and I feel like I can do some of those things too. And I want to better myself in that and I want to do that a lot less. Mike will probably tell you that I might do that. Cuz I know, like, I know who I am. And I know I'm not the nicest person in the world. And I try to look at these things and think about myself. And when I look at Great Andre and I think of like how similar we are, then I think of how like ridiculous he acts when this guy puts it to that light. And I don't know, it's almost hits me personally. But yeah. Gosh, I should really not talk down on myself as much. But yeah, Grade should really go back to his regular videos of just looking at everyday things and observing them from a ridiculous standpoint. But it is weird to know that, I don't know, that's how he takes things. Like, I'll admit that some things that I say even here are very exaggerated, are very, like, I'm almost a character of myself when I do this. I like to be genuine sometimes, but sometimes it is fun to just mess around. But like, I don't know, Grade, he's a fucking crazy person. And like the amount of power he's been given, or at least thinks he has, it's a little scary to know that, because like he talks about how he's like almost single-handedly changing YouTube because he got one of the CEOs, or maybe like the head, to look at one of his trending hashtags. I think was the scenario there. And that's great and all. What was it? Make YouTube great again? I think was what it was. And like, what did that achieve? Did anything change? I don't know. I think maybe they looked at that and they were like, hey, let's do moderators. Maybe, just maybe, Grade A started YouTube Heroes. Can we get that as the thing we accuse him of from now on? Because he did a video where he complained about how people accused him of a lot of things. And and I think one of the things we should accuse him of is starting YouTube Heroes, or inspiring YouTube Heroes. That would be great. Now, in that video, he also released his phone number, his real phone number. And I'm thinking we should stop and we should go try to call Grade A Andre. I might at the end of this try to ring it up, because I did save it because I'm interested in talking to him, because he's an interesting person. I might actually try to do that a little bit, if I remember to. But we're approaching 20 minutes now, right? So I don't think the video will be too late if I take 10 minutes out to try to call, because it's probably gonna be busy. I don't know if he's even gonna be awake now that I think about it. No, he's gonna be sleeping. I might try tomorrow, and if I can get a phone call in, maybe I'll mention this video. And maybe I'll mention these other videos, and maybe I'll say some shit about YouTube Red, or not YouTube Red, YouTube Heroes. If I, of course I gotta record it if I end up talking to him, and then I'll probably put that. I might just make that a video on its own, depending on how long it is, or I'll just put it in next video if it happens. It's not very likely to happen. I don't know if he's still even got his phone up with that situation. Is because I don't know. It's been a few days, and he mentioned that he might turn the phone off if it's just got out of hand. But I wanna try that. I wanna try talking to Great Andre, and see what happens. Maybe convince him to check out my YouTube channel. Maybe even get a shout out. And then he'll watch this video and he'll be like, "Oh, that fucking dick. Oh, he sucks." I don't know. Now I can't shout myself out when talking to him, because then he might watch this video And then, yeah, he might realize that I just called him out on a lot of shit. But he might take me seriously if I can have a genuine conversation with him, and if he takes a liking to me, which he may, if I even get to talking to him. He might take me seriously and realize some of the points that I just made, just from I don't know, almost a voice of reason that I would like to be. But you know, I wanna go for. Damn it! Come on with this shit. I saw that shit coming. This is not going well right here. Great, if you're listening. I'm playing a game right now, and it's not going well for me. That's what's happening. That's why I stopped talking about you. You ever beautiful bastard. I don't think he's listening. If he fucking does, I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. I would enjoy being popular enough to just be able to talk to these people. That'd be pretty cool. But everybody's got their own sort of sector that they stay within. Like, there are popular people, but they're usually popular within these groups where everybody knows each other. And then, like, I kind of know about so many different groups and so many different people that it's gonna be weird to try to, like, if I was, like, friends with all of them. I don't know, because it's all like sectioned off almost, you know? Like, you have your gamers, and like they all kind of know each other, and then you have like vloggers, and I think they all kind of know each other, and you know, where do I fit in the mix of that? Like, I'm a kind of gamer vlogger kind of thing. I don't know people who do exactly what I do. I know people who do things that are similar to what I do. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little too narcissistic when I say that my content is original, because it's, you know, it's a little silly. It's not, you know, it's not that creative, but it is. I don't see too many people. Like, again, I don't see too many people doing exactly what I do. What Boogie does is very similar, but you know, other people, they don't like, people who play video games don't always sit down to just talk. Maybe streamers do sometimes, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't explored the gaming videos enough. I don't know. I take a lot of inspiration from Rendog, because, you know, he's super great and shit. I take a lot of inspiration from him because he will sometimes, like, in a lot of his videos, and the videos that I prefer, honestly, he will just he'll just sit down and he'll tell a story while playing, of course. If it's a crafting video, especially, he'll like to just do that, where he'll just talk about something, and he's very good at that. He's very good at continuing to talk and having this flowing, beautiful, gorgeous voice, as he just like flows with the conversation, and he tells a story, and he talks about the game and his goals and what he's doing and stuff like that, and it all works very well. Another guy, I fucking love Swimming Bird. I've talked about him every now and then, and I haven't talked about him recently, but I fucking love him to death. And that's, I don't remember, I think it's 241, Swimming Bird 241. Check him out. Check out his YouTube channel, because I love everything he does. Everything he does. Like, back when I had decided that I wanted to do a Twilight Princess HD playthrough completely blind, or mostly blind, because I had played, I don't know, maybe a half hour of it, on just I had done it, and then I hadn't played much more. And then I learned of the HD release, and I was like, oh, I should do that. But I haven't got the money, and I don't like recording with that anymore, so I haven't gotten around to it. But as soon as I decided to do this, almost like a few days later, I saw that Swimming Bird was doing a series on it, probably because of the HD release. And I was just, like, deeply saddened, because I couldn't watch his playthrough of it. Because it, like, I don't know what it is. Like, his personality just makes him a really likable guy. And, like, I would just love to meet him and just have a conversation with him, just talk to him, because he just seems like a really awesome, likable dude. So it's just, like, I love that guy. I love him. And I love his girlfriend, too. Like, I love their relationship together. Whenever they do videos together, I'm just like, this is cute as hell. These two people are so perfect for each other. I don't know what it is. It's just, I love it. I fucking love him. Swingbird, I believe it's 241. He does Minecraft shit and he does Nintendo shit. That's I think he did a PS4 game just now. I didn't watch it because it was like 40 minutes. I'm probably gonna watch it, but I didn't yet because I didn't even know what it was. But I fucking love the guy. I love everything he does. He's so great. He's just, but he's also really good at talking. He can just talk and talk about shit. He can talk about the game, and he does whenever there's characters like talking, he'll do voices for them, and he'll tell stories every now and then. And he'll just talk. He just talks about shit, and I just fucking love it when he talks. I love that guy. Swimming Bird 241, love him to death. Rendog, also super love him. I got a little tired of his content after a while. I will admit that I haven't really been keeping up with his Minecraft stuff. I think I got tired of Minecraft, and then in turn got a little tired of Rendog. I was watching his City Skylines though. I like watching that series just because that's pretty interesting. It's not a game that I've ever seen before, but it's very pretty, and just him doing that, it's just pretty fun. I like what he's doing in that. So I'm watching that series, but I'm not really watching his Minecraft. But I think that's just a fault of me being tired of Minecraft, not tired of him. I think the only YouTuber merch I own is a Rendog jacket that I bought back in middle school, and that I've worn and is literally behind me right now. It is on the back of the chair that I am sitting in. The chair that I record with every day has that jacket draped on the back of it, just so I know who my inspirations are. But yep, I should get around to ending this episode, and being out of battle points is a great place to stop. I usually refill that in the morning, or use that thing in the morning. I'll deal with her later if somebody reminds me, which will probably happen in the chat. So take care of yourself.